Okay, today I'm actually going to show you guys how to roll up and how to deflate a combo unit, a really big one, right after it was used for a water slide. Okay, so I already cleaned the bounce house. Now what I'm going to show you guys is how to actually deflate it and roll it up. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn off the blower, right? So this is the blower right here. I'm going to click this button and boom, watch it as it deflates. Okay. So as it is deflating on its own, I'm just going to kind of let it do its thing, right? The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to let the water come out first, right? Because we got a little rain. That's okay, not the worst thing in the world. But I'm actually going to unzip this zipper right here. Okay, when I unzip the zipper, I'm going to hold it open. And it'll really just kind of let it, let the air out a little bit faster. Right? Kind of sucks when you get water on the inside. But that's okay. That's really okay. Not a big deal. We'll get that out of there. Okay. And as you walk around, you'll see that, there's water in the front as well. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unzip this zipper right here. Okay. So I'm going to put this down. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is at the front of the slide, I'm going to unzip this zipper. Because when you unzip it, it allows for the air to go out a little bit faster. Actually, a lot faster. So again, I'm going to hold this open, let it let some air come out of it, and as you can see, it's deflating a lot faster. All right, just hold it open. All right. And the beautiful part about this is that I'm doing this alone. I'll show you guys how to roll it up, just one person. Alright, so next I'm going to show how to actually roll it up. Alright, the first thing we're going to move the entrance over. Right? Right here. This is right here. Roll this over so it can be even to begin with. Then we're going to grab the ending, pull it about halfway. Make sure this entrance is under. I pull it about halfway. Then I'm going to do the other side. Do the same thing. Gotta be careful when it's a little wet. Alright, and then we're gonna flatten it out. We're gonna make sure the end is even. Alright, so we walk along it, make sure it's flatter. Alright, kind of do it again just to double. Then we're going to pull the other side, do the same thing. back. Come over here. Just come. You can walk on. So normally you would want to have a clip to clip these together, but since I have a little bit of experience, I can make it work without it. All right. So again, walk over the edge to flatten it and make it even on the sides. All right. We're gonna come down to the other side.
Sure.
You're gonna flip this part over as well. Right, you want to make it as even as possible. All right, then again, it's the thing with New Orleans and Louisiana, they got bugs all over the place in this house. All right, make it even. Pull this side over. Again, step on it or cross it and flatten it out as much as possible. Right? And you want to walk towards the edge because there's a vent here that the air will just go out of. All right. Now to begin the rolling process. All right. You want to start with the roll as small as possible because the first roll is going to determine how the whole thing will roll up. All right. So you want to get it as tight as possible. All right. You want to tuck all of this in. Get it as tight as possible as you begin to roll. All right, again, you want to make sure that you keep it pretty even. Okay? So once you get a good distance, all right, that's pretty good right there. You're going to come down here with the strap. All right, shout out to my guy Nick for these straps. Change the game. That's what you want to do is you want to just roll it across. All right. You want to just go ahead and tuck it under. Tuck that thing all the way down. Then do the same thing for the other side. All right. So once you get it in all the way down, then you're going to grab the straps and you're going to pull it backwards. Pull. It's way easier if you have two people, but sometimes it's not always possible. All right, and again, this one does have some water in it, so it'll be a little bit heavier, but it's way easier than doing it manually. And you want to make sure as you go up, right, you might have to straighten one side out. That's okay. And sometimes once it gets past the slide, it starts to jump, it starts to bunch up. All right, so you might have to let it go and just flatten that part out again. All right, see, sometimes one side might get a little bit bigger. It's okay, you just gotta tuck that thing in there. Just keep pulling. Come on this side. And if there is some water on the inside, this will let it all out. Pulling it. Right? Sometimes it gets a little bunched up at the end. Gotta unroll it a little bit. Just go ahead and just keep pulling. Right, y'all heard that? If you come closer, you can hear the water coming out. Roll. If you look over here, you will see that I already have the straps underneath. So whenever you do a delivery, you can actually just leave the straps, the green straps right here, you can leave them under. All right, then all you do, strap these together, make sure it's really tight. Just pull that thing as tight as you can. Do the same thing for the other side. Put this through. Get a good pull. And boom, you have your roll. You can stop.